Hello, everybody, and welcome to Core Expansion with Finn Goddard. Thank you for joining me today. And I wanted to hop on because there's a lot happening around our world, lots of huge events, big transformations, things fall apart, the center cannot hold is a theme that's been happening and will continue to happen over the next few months. So I'm aware that all of you will be mindful of what's happening with Notre Dame, a really beautiful and a very sacred place, which represents Christianity. And it's about it's about all that we once knew falling away, and that fire coming in and purifying, what's been corrupted in Christianity, in religion, in life, in society, in community. And it's really fascinating. I've been reading through some of what's been going on, and a really beautiful friend of mine today shared that actually there's a lot of people who are grieving the loss of a lot of elements of our lives, a lot of big historic buildings being transformed, people transforming, people changing, people you once knew have gone on their own journey and created their own pathways. And we're not the person we were yesterday. I'm definitely not the person I was a year ago or even 10 years ago. So we are infinitely changing, and we're sort of in a time where we're really being called to essentially rise to the occasion and move through big weights that we've been carrying. What I'm sensing is that we've been carrying kind of the weight of the world, and we've been carrying a lot of struggles, particularly on a collective level. So a lot of us have been tuned into the collective consciousness and the collective subconsciousness, the energy of struggle and overwhelm also. So what I wanted to do today is I'm going to invite some people along. Facebook have changed their algorithms, but it would be really lovely to have you join me, and I'm going to share what's going on in the world. I'm going to choose some beautiful cards. Just to give you a little bit of insight into what's happening. I'm not Nostradamus by any means. So if you're here, give me a wave, say hello, and I will go in and explain what's going on. So I'm going to choose a couple of cards. If you've just hopped on, I just wanted to share, a little bit of insight into what's currently going on. Massive happenings, massive changes in our lives, and a lot of people are feeling really unwell at the moment, and this is all part of everyone's up leveling and a true calling to your whole self, and also being called to take time out. Jupiter is in retrograde, and when Jupiter is in retrograde, everything becomes still, but there's a big waves and waves of what's happening. So we are being called to be still in ourselves, and not essentially to stop, but essentially to really pay attention to the details of what's happening. So what I'm going to do is tune in to the beautiful cards and see what comes up for today. So a card for what's currently happening, and a card for how to guide you through this time. Okay, so there's this card. So this card represents having all the skills. So we have all the tools, we have all the skills. This is the Eight of Stones. And this card is all about going back to the point of, creation, when humanity came into being, and when we started to create sanctuary, when we started to create safe spaces, and when we started to, we began to learn, although we already knew, what it is that is important for us to create, to sustain ourselves. So as you can see here, this beautiful being has got beautiful work of art, the hand representing the light of support, and the hand that is there to guiding, to give you support, and the candles here representing guidance. And he's here and he's very focused, and this is a time to be focused. It's a time to be focused on you and focusing in on your intentions and how you want to live your life, how you see your world, and it's about perspective. Down here we have all the quintessential tools to life and to living. So there's a bowl there, there's a cup, And there's some really beautiful carvings, and there's also some arrow, like an arrowhead. And this is about, you know, back in those ancient times, we had amazing happenings and amazing experiences. We had lots of abundance around us. So, you know, using the arrow to go in and maybe cut, you know, the vegetables, etc. So every tool has a multi-purpose. So, and what we're being called to, as well as I'm hearing, is being in a state of multi-purpose, and you have lots of skills and lots of tools. So look into your treasure trove of skills. You have a brilliant toolbox, and look at how you can transform your current situation. So here is a mama bear. A mama bear is all about creating, sustaining boundaries. And during this time of huge transformation and uprising and people gathering into community, this is about calling your community. This is about calling in your tribe and trusting and knowing that you are not alone. Even if you feel alone, put your hand up, reach out for help. There's lots and lots of beautiful people here in this group. It's a wonderful space for you to reach out and receive support also. So let's choose another card. Aha. So this is also a time we have the beautiful fox. And the fox is about stealth, about cunning, being smart. And also foxes are very family orientated, very loving, very loyal, very kind. And this is about being loyal to your tribe. This is about being loyal and kind to yourself above all else. And this is like the beginning of spring, the unfurlings of life, the beginnings of brand new and amazing happenings in life and all around us. And everything that is happening for a reason, because it's bringing into awareness and into attention things that you may have forgotten. They're already there, but things that you may have, you know, they've just sort of passed by in the wind, and these are coming into your awareness. And here again we have, and this all in some ways reflects the 8 of stones. You have the green woman, and she is coming into this time of almost Beltane. So we're in April now, coming up to Easter. This is a time of preparation. So preparing your pot of magic, preparing your life, preparing yourself for divine and amazing creations, and inviting in beautiful souls to support and nourish you also. So whilst I'm here, I wanted to share with you that tonight I'm beginning my wonderful Moving Through Grief program, and I'm really, really, really excited, and I'm very honored and very happy to be supporting a number of amazing souls on their journey through grief. And at the moment, there's a huge collective energy of grief. And grief is, as I said before, it comes in many, many, many different forms, and grief is unique to each of us, and our own journey through grief is unique. And you may not be ready to dive into your process of grief, and that's more than okay. This 4-week program is very nourishing. It's very loving, it's very supportive. You're going to experience some incredible healing and some really beautiful practices. And the purpose of the course is not to relive any trauma or relive the experiences of losing a loved one, or losing an element or an aspect of your life, or losing something that's been familiar into in your life. This program is all about supporting you to restore your harmony and to really step into your power and reclaim who you are in your new vibration, in your new space, in your newness. You know, I'm moving into my late 40s now, and we, you know, you look back at, I was looking back at photos of me in my younger years. And, you know, I'm not that person I was in my teens, in my 20s, and my 30s, and even in my early 40s. And it's really important that we create time and space to allow us to tap into our deep feelings and emotions, but in a really sacred and beautiful way. And what I'd really love is about this program is it's going to be 4 weeks of tapping into the beauty of you and really healing in a deep, 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 deep way. And each week we will have a really beautiful divine awakening code, which are more powerful than the actual core energies themselves. And in the first week tonight, we're going to be running the Divine Soul Awakening Code, which will call back all elements and aspects of your soul and recreate your soul so that you can truly flourish in your physical, your energetic, and your astral, and your beautiful etheric state, and also emotionally as well. And this program, it is not a replacement for grief counseling. It's not a replacement for, professional help. This program is all about healing and nourishing you in a really safe and a really sacred and divine space. And we have a beautiful sacred sanctuary here on Facebook. It's a private group where only those who are participating in the group will have access to it, and nothing that is shared within the group or within the class will be shared out with the program. It's simply for you. And if you're interested in coming along and joining us, that would be such an honor to have you. You can have a look at the link, which I will post in just a moment. And I look forward to connecting with you. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to connect with me. You would need to sign up before 7:30 p.m. British Standard Time. The program is going to start at 8 p.m. in the UK. So if you sign up and you're a little bit by 8 o'clock, you may not receive the links in time, but you will receive the replays. So if you want to sign up for the program and you're not able to attend live, you'll receive all the beautiful information. You'll receive some really beautiful practices, and you'll also receive the replays for you to listen to at any time. So thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to connecting with you all very soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful afternoon, and thank you so much for joining me. Lots of love from me, Finn Goddard, and thank you.